At Premier Formulas, we provide only the highest quality prescription-grade vitamins and supplements.
Good morning, y'all. This is Jessica with Morning Yoga. So today we're going to do a Rise and Shine flow. So when you first get up in the morning, probably don't feel the most energized, the most ready to work out. But I promise you, if you do this quick 20-minute flow in the morning, it will get you going, energize you throughout the day. It'll just make your body feel more healthy, more balanced. It'll make your mind feel more balanced. So for me, that is always key to starting my day with a healthy, balanced mind and body. I definitely can tell it when I skip my morning practice. So let's go ahead and begin. No props for today. This is an intermediate flow, so just a little bit more than beginner, but not quite advanced. We won't be doing any advanced postures this morning. So we're going to start with warming up. So let's come on down to a comfortable seated position. This can be crisscross applesauce, as my kids like to call it, or if you just want to cross one leg in front of the other, that's fine too. So you're going to cross one leg over the other and begin by finding your breath and just clearing your mind for a moment. So we can't always clear our mind completely, especially in the morning when we're running the day through our head. So let's shift our focus to our breath instead of completely clearing the mind. So rest your hands on your legs. Take a big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then if it's comfortable for you, we are going to breathe through the nose only. So we're going to keep the lips gently closed, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Now, if this is uncomfortable, you can find a different breath. You can breathe through your mouth if you need to, inhaling through nose, exhaling through mouth. Imagine you're rooting through your sit bones. So you find your foundation really firmly rooted to the earth, and then from that foundation you rise up, lift up. Your spine lengthens, your shoulders relax as your heart space opens. Maybe lift your chin ever so slightly so you open the space of your throat, allowing the breath to come more easily. And imagine I have a string on the top of your head that I am lifting toward the sky, so you find an elongation of spine. And let's take 5 deep breaths. And as you inhale, maybe say the word inhale. As you exhale, maybe say the word exhale, just silently in your mind. And then let your eyes gently float open as your arms come down to your side. So we're going to take a few inhale breaths. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Find that length in the body. Find the stretch through the sides, and exhale down. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Now walk yourself as far forward as you can. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. So if you have the flexibility to come all the way down, allow your hands to walk forward, allow your head to hang so the chin comes down toward the chest. So no work is being done in the neck. You may have more flexibility and want to come even further down to the ground, which totally go for that. However, if this is more your pace today, keep those arms nice and straight and supporting you, and just drop your head. So we're stretching our spine, but we're also getting a pretty good stretch in the glutes and the piriformis, the low back as well. So the whole lower body is getting a stretch too. And inhale, rise up. And let's switch the cross of the legs. So bring the other leg on top. Inhale nice and long, and then exhale, fold forward and come to that fold that feels best for you. So you might be feeling it pretty intensely in the hip, and coming really close to the ground might not be an option. Or you may have the choice to come a little closer to the ground. So wherever you are, chin to the chest. And inhale, walk yourself up. Very nice. So let's begin to come to all fours. So just rocking your body forward and coming to the middle of your mat. If you need some padding for your knees, draw a towel underneath you, just like double it over so you have a little pad for your knees. And let's take it into a cat-cow. Dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Very nice. And exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, rise. And exhale, round. Very nice. One more time. Great job, you guys. Come back to a neutral spine, and let's find ourselves tucking those toes, and we're gonna bring the big toes together so they touch, and the heels are just a little bit apart. Then walk the knees together so the knees touch as well, and begin to walk yourself back onto your heels. So this is a foot opener. You might have to keep those hands on the ground because it's a pretty intense stretch for your feet. But go ahead and walk yourself up. See if you can sit on the heels. We're gonna try and go for 30 seconds here. So if you need to come down a little bit and take a little bit out of that stretch out of the foot, please do. Don't push yourself to the point of just push yourself to an edge where you feel a really good stretch with no pain. So if you're able to sit back on your heels, roll your shoulders down, find the opening of the heart center, breathe. Very nice, and come back down. And walk those hands toward the front of the mat. Spread your fingers really, really wide. So you press through all four corners of your hand. Arms are shoulder distance apart, maybe even just a hair wider. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog it. Come on into downward facing dog, and let's bicycle those legs. Bend one knee and press the opposite heel to the earth, and then switch. Wake up those legs. Really, really great to pop into a downward dog if you are seated all day, if you're going to school, if you have a desk job, if you drive a lot. Take the time to find a few downward dogs in your day to open up those legs. Stretch your back. Very nice. And we're going to sweep the left leg up so it comes parallel to the earth. So we don't want to lift it up high or open the hip. The hips stay even and the leg stays parallel to your mat. Very good. And let's just rotate that ankle a couple times in one direction and a couple times in the other direction. And we're going to bring the knee toward the nose and round the spine. Shift forward so your shoulders come over your wrists, and then look in between your hands and set your foot down. If your foot needs a little help, give it a little help to get a little more forward. And then rest your right knee down on the earth. So we're going to take a hip opener here. So we're going to allow that left foot to come out toward the edge of the mat and press the left knee away. Allow yourself to sink down a little bit. So your right hip bone is coming down toward the mat. And you're twisting a little here too. So maybe you look back behind you. If it feels good, open the arm. At this time, at this space right around here, I can usually get a couple pops out of my upper back, which my upper back tends to carry a little extra tension in it. So it always feels nice to just open it up. Free that thoracic spine. Beautiful. Inhale. Come back to center, and let's come up high on those right toes. Left foot goes back, and we're going to take a sun salutation here. So from a plank, we're going to slowly lower down, elbows in so they hug the side body. Lower down, hover just above your mat. Very good. Then let the knees touch, feet flatten. Heart sweeps through the arms, coming into a cobra. Now here you can also come down onto the forearms as a modification, especially if you have a cranky low back. So take that modification if you need it. And then let's press back up into our downward facing dog. So kind of a half salutation there. We're not coming up into the forward fold just yet. Bicycle those legs a little bit, warm up the hamstrings in the back. Very good. And then let's take that right leg up. So right leg is parallel to the earth now. Rotate that right foot a couple times in one direction, a couple times in the other. Very nice. Then begin to bend the right knee. Knee comes to nose. Shoulders shift over the wrists. Gaze forward and set that foot down. Give it a little assistance if it needs it. Come down on the left knee. Now let's walk that right foot over toward the edge of the mat just a bit so we can bring the hands to the inside of the leg. And we're going to roll onto that outer edge of the right foot again. Maybe press the knee away. If it feels good, take that twist and open the arm. And let's close it up. Very good. So now let's take a full sun salutation. Take that right leg back into your plank. Remember, modification for plank is knees down, tops of feet flat on the earth. Slowly lower down, elbows in. Drop the knees, sweep the chest through the arms. Excellent. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Gaze forward in between your hands. Step or begin to hop those feet forward into your forward fold. So that's a good exercise to do to prep your core for lots of arm balances. So I always suggest just trying little hops at first if it's new to you. And let's take ourselves down to our forward fold. So lots of space here in between the feet, a little more than 2 fists worth of space. Gentle bend in the knees, let your body hang. Maybe even grab the calves to give yourself that nice fold in. And then let's take those arms, interlacing the fingers behind the low back, extending the arms nice and long. See if you can straighten those legs, not locking the knees, but keeping a nice straight leg. Lift up the quads, these top muscles, to keep the knee muscles engaged. If it feels appropriate for you at this time, drop the arms over the head and take the gaze to the tops of the thighs. Make sure you find that breath moving still. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose or mouth. Good. Release the arms. And let's take those hands by the side. Heel toe the feet in just a little bit so you have about 1 fist's width of space in between your feet. Sit your sit bones back, draw the arms back. So you look almost like a competitive snow skier here. So really drop your bottom down, feel those legs working, feel those quads really warming up. Very nice. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back. 2 more times. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back. Last time. Very nice. Take those hands down, step the feet back, and let's take those knees down. Nice and wide, big toes come together. Child's pose, forehead to the earth. And inhale, rise up, lift up. Let's find ourselves back in our table pose. Bring the knees together, bring the feet together. Sit back on your heels so you're in a modified hero. So we're going to find ourselves in this modified heroes pose, doing some chest openings. So we're going to take those arms nice and wide, as if you are opening up to receive great big hug. Roll the shoulders down the back. Lift your chest toward the sky. Smile. Smile that beautiful smile. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Very nice. And then let's bring those hands behind us. Interlace the fingers. Bring those fists down to the earth. Gaze up. Very good. All right. Let's take those hands back in front of us once again. Find yourself back in your table pose so you can tuck those toes and lift the hips for a downward dog once again. All right, so let's take the gaze forward. We're going to begin to draw that left knee toward the nose. Rotate forward so the shoulders are over your wrists. Set the left foot down, but begin to scoot that left foot behind the right hand. And we're going to lay the left knee behind the left wrist. So you come into a pigeon pose. So we're going to try and get the shin as parallel to the front of the mat as possible. If the hips are tight or if this is a little newer to you, the foot might be closer to the pelvis, that's okay. We'll work with it over time. So you want to try and bring the right leg behind you so it comes right out behind you, flat on the top of the right foot. So let's try and square those hips off. And this might be where you come in this pose this morning. That's awesome. If you feel like you need a little more, come down onto the forearms. Maybe relax the head and the gaze so you gaze back at your chest. If you're feeling like you could take a little more here, really nice twist. It's pretty deep, so I offer it to you with the caveat that if it doesn't feel good, just come out of it and come back into one of those other modifications. So you come up on the left arm, right arm goes under the left, and you come all the way down onto the right shoulder and the right side of your head. So the left arm can either just rest on the back, it can balance you out in front, whatever feels right. Very nice. Release. Press down through the palm, unfurl the body, and then we're going to just slide that right leg around. So roll out onto the opposite edge of your left hip. Bring that right leg in front of you. Cross the left leg over. So let's take a twist here. Hug the knee into the body with your right arm. You're taking a nice big hug of that left knee into the body. Left arm comes behind you and twist. So these are what I call closed twists, and it's anytime you twist away from your body. So this would be an open twist since I'm twisting kind of with the flow of my body. Sorry, mosquito flying around me here. When you kind of twist away from the direction your body is going in, you're getting a deeper twist, but this is contraindicated during pregnancy. So do not do this. So let's take that nice deep twist. Really use your outer arm, your tricep, to press into the knee so you find that deep twist. So I feel this all the way from my upper spine, through my middle spine, down to my lower spine. Great stretch for the low back. And release. So let's bring those legs into Baddha Konasana, feet together, also called bound angle pose. Draw those feet together, reach the knees down toward the earth, This might be where you are today. Awesome. If you feel like you need more, lengthen the spine and begin to fold. Maybe it's a few degrees forward. Maybe it's a 45-degree angle. Maybe you've got a lot of flexibility and you want to bring that forehead down toward those toes. Wherever you are today, awesome, honor it, rock it. Remember, wherever you are today might not be where you were yesterday or where you will be tomorrow. So just enjoy this moment. And let's slowly roll it up. Very good. So we're going to cross those feet and just rock it forward. And we're going to approach pigeon pose this time from a tabletop. So we're going to draw the right knee behind the right wrist and try and work that right foot behind the left hand. Slide the left leg back. Try and get the top of that left leg flat on the mat. Very good. So this might be where you are. Awesome. You might want to find a little bit more. And if you want that deeper twist modification, right hand comes up, left hand threads, and then you're going to rest on that outside of your left shoulder and your left head face area right in through here. And slowly begin to press up through the right palm, unfurling the left arm. And let's go ahead and take those legs. Oh, we've got to do the twist on the other side. That's right. So that left leg comes in front of you, right leg crosses over. Left arm hugs the right knee into the body, right arm comes behind you. Take that twist. And let's let that twist go. Now let's come on over to seated. So finding a comfortable seated, it might be that modified hero's pose where we sit with on the shins and the knees with the feet under us. It might be your crisscross applesauce. Wherever you are today, great place to be. I'm going to offer just a couple minute relaxation to tie all the poses that we did together in. Instead of a shavasana, because first thing in the morning we're rising and shining. The last thing we want to do is lay back down and completely relax and potentially fall back asleep and be late to work or school. So let's find those hands on the knees. Big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth with a sigh. Eyes can either close or just remain really soft in your gaze. Smile on your face. Taking a moment to set an intention for your day. Maybe you'd like to be more aware, you'd like to find more focus, or have more energy. Whatever this might be for you today, let that ring true in your mind now and carry that with you as you navigate your way through your day. Let's flip the palms up and inhale the arms up over the head. Gather all this great energy, these positive intentions. Bring it back down right in front of the heart. Gather it all in. This is yours. You've created this morning. Use it. Enjoy it. Namaste, lovelies. Please tell us if you like this video and if you'd like more like this, or if there's something we haven't put up on our website yet, tell us what you'd like to see. So make sure you follow us on all of our social media pages. And once again, I'm Jessica. I'm a certified 200-hour yoga teacher, and it was a pleasure to lead you today. Namaste.